This is Faridi, and today I'm at the Laguna Gloria. It's a museum and face of Austin. So you can just visit over here to have fun, to have a good time. All right? So don't forget. So we are going to Laguna Gloria. Okay. So we are entering in this museum right now. So you can see kids are playing, having fun. We are entering in the little darker room, but it's all right, I guess. What's your name again?
Elliot.
Oh, you are having fun up here? It's good? Is it good?
Yeah.
Oh. Laguna Gloria. So we are going a little further down to see where is Laguna. You can see it's a beautiful structure or sculpture to see in Austin, Texas. All right.
Well, I do live nearby, but it's outdoors, so I love pretty much anything that's nature oriented, and yeah, this is a beautiful part of town. So for Austin Museum Day, it's a good one to hit. The sculptures are awesome. I think that's part of it until maybe somebody else points it out, or until you see a little sign, oh my gosh, there are works of art hanging in the trees, or like the lifeguard down there. You got to get towards the end of the water. You might not even notice it's there if you're not looking on a map. So that's just kind of the beauty about walking around here, is it's just kind of randomly dispersed, and no matter, you could just be looking at a building, but it's stunning. Fresh air, listen to birds if you like.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
thank you very much for being with us today, and you also keep watching.
Yes, I will.
We are here today at Contemporary Museum Laguna Gloria. Contemporary Museum has two museums, this one and the Contemporary downtown. And we're just chatting with folks on their way out who have been enjoying Laguna Gloria this afternoon. Now, tell me some names here.
Mandy.
Mandy.
Elizabeth.
So, what'd you bump into in there in the museum? What do you think? Give us a general.
It's contemporary art, so it's a lot of abstract sculptures and just it takes you a moment to just kind of look at it and decide what you think about it.
Oh boy, that may be the best explanation for abstract art viewing I've ever heard. You take a moment before you decide what you think about it. You take it in. Oh man, I'm going to remember that, Mandy. How about you, Elizabeth?
Well, there was one that I saw in there that was a well, and it, instead of having like all the coins in the well, it had the coins around it. And it's good to think about like the like message that it brings with it, that like every time you put a coin in there, it like jumps back out at you.
I just see those coins as being glued down just to make people crazy trying to pick them up.
Right, that's what I tried to do actually. I was kicking it with my feet.
Well, clearly you're appreciating art at a much higher level than I do. You go away and you think of Laguna Gloria, the first image is going to be what?
Honestly, the landscape.
Yeah,
Like
the
all
landscape.
the trees and the leaves and all the green. It's legit.
Yes, it used to be a home, and you can sure tell. Andy and Elizabeth, we really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us about Laguna Gloria. Okay. And we are visiting with Abby I have to look at it now, Abby Meckling, and she is Director of Education here at Contemporary Laguna Gloria Museum. Are you also Director of Education for the Contemporary Downtown?
Yes.
The partner museum.
Yeah, we're one museum with two locations.
So you're kind of a circuit rider.
Yes.
That's an old Methodist preacher thing. You may not know anything about that. Well, Abby, we've just had a great time wandering around today, looking at things, looking at people, looking at things,
Good.
which is the most fun for us. Give us a quick thought or seven about your museum, your program, etc.
Well, we love Museum Day because it gives us a chance to meet so many new people. We open both our museum sites for free, and we have activities that are always inspired by the art on view. So normally we do this once a month on the second Saturday of every month.
Beautiful. Now, I'm going to guess you have a lot of international visitors. Do you get a chance to chat with them as they come through? And I guess most of the time you're dealing with outreach and education, but do you get a chance to chat with people from other countries that come and visit?
Yeah, well, this is my chance. These big events, lots of people hear about it. It's a citywide initiative, so our reach is a lot bigger. So yeah, we have people from all over who come to these events. Yeah.
Marvelous. Well, we appreciate you having us. Thank you for hosting us today.
Thanks for coming. I hope you got what you needed, and I assume you got. So anybody who's visiting Austin, whether you're coming from Texas or somewhere else in the country or even abroad, should visit the Contemporary. There is so much to see both at our sculpture park, which is 12 acres filled with sculptures, and our downtown location on Congress Avenue, which has amazing sculptures that are sometimes done by the same artists.
Dear friends, we are at Mexic Arte, another museum location and a beautiful attraction for Texas visitors, and it's a very good attraction for the people who visiting Austin. So it is on 5th and Congress Avenue, 5th and Congress Avenue, downtown Austin. We are in Mexic Arte Museum. It's an entrance. You can see it's a beautiful thing just on the entrance. So let's go inside. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, skeletons.
Huge. Mexic Arte. It's a beautiful heritage museum. If somebody likes to visit Austin, he must visit Mexic Arte Museum. It's a very beautiful place to visit. And I'm sure you will gonna enjoy.
Mexic Arte, and now we are visiting with Matt and Sydney, like the city in Australia.
Yes.
And where is home for Matt and Sydney?
Originally North Houston, but we decided.
You just been in the Mexic Arte Museum. How do you feel about what was in there? What was your experience?
I learned a lot, actually, surprisingly.
How so?
Like, I didn't know anything about Zapata or anything, really.
Yeah, that shrine to
Yeah,
Zapata.
it was amazing.
Quite the
Yeah.
surprise.
The shrines in there are a lot of information.
And their emphasis this time around is on Dia del Muerto, the Day
Yeah,
of the
it
Dead,
is.
because we're coming up on that event for them, which is kind of like our Halloween, but much more respectful
Yes.
of the ancestors. And that's why there's so many skeletal paintings as a part of their culture, because we honor our ancestors, and our ancestors are always looking over us
Right.
and taking care of us. Anything in particular stand out for you that when you think of Mexic Arte, that's the first image that's going to come to mind?
Well, it may just be the exhibits, but the ofrendas and the emphasis on Dia de los Muertos was, something that I'll remember. And there was just a lot of localized culture in terms of figures that are important to the Austin community, especially the arts, having whole ofrendas and exhibits committed to them.
And for those who might be unfamiliar with ofrendas,
You want to take this one? I know it's basically just one specific area where you put up photos, memorable items, some significant items towards helping the dead pass on their journey, and it's sort of like a small exhibit, but really overall it's just a memoriam.
something of a shrine to an ancestor.
Right. So seeing those in different varieties was extremely interesting, and that's going to be something I take away from it.
And that we have a museum that really nails the exhibit on the subject is amazing. We really appreciate you taking the time to visit with us, Matt and Sydney.